Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Market Track. I'm Abuzar. We are into August now and we'll be taking a look at the housing market within the Ottawa region for the month of July. And before I forget, please do remember to like this video and to subscribe to my channel. So let's get going. Okay, so as before, we'll be taking a look at the activity, general, the 2020 versus 2021, taking a look at the different class of homes and percentage of change in terms of positive or negative in a number of sales, the average sale price and so on. And then we'll get into each category of the residential freehold, the condominiums, as well as the rental markets. And I'll give you a general recap of what's been happening as well. So far in the Ottawa region, we are seeing more listings come on the market. I feel like so far right now, again, no one knows what's to come. We're having somewhat of a balanced market within certain price brackets and certain type of homes. And whether this is going to continue or not, it remains to be seen. And I think we'll get a better feel for it come September, October, when we're a bit normalized based on the COVID activity and the opening of markets, the immigration and the confidence of buyers and the general public. So taking a look at the numbers in July, overall, residential number of sales, we had 1,641 units sold in 2020 versus lesser number of 1,312 in 2021. That's a reduction of approximately 20% drop. And looking at the condominiums, we had 542 units in 2020 and 412 in 2021. That's a drop of 24%. And I'll let you guys take a look at the rest as well. Looking at the average sale price for these two categories, residential, non-condominiums, we had average of 585,264 for 2020 and 685,426 for 2021. So that is an increase in average price of 17.1%. So we're still, units are being sold and the average price is higher. And that's very, very key to note, is that the overall price, the list price is higher now. And this is basically relative to the numbers of sales as we see year over year. Looking at the condominium category, in 2020 we had 358,000 approximately average sale price, and 2021 419,545, and that's pretty much the same as the residential. We've had an increase of 17.2% in overall change, a positive increase for the category of condominiums as well. And the days of the market for these two categories is interesting as well. We see that the average days it would take a residential home to sell, going down from 22 days in 2020 to 16 days. So that's a drop of 28%. And vice versa, for the condominiums, we had 16 days for 2020 and 18 days, so an increase of 16%. So condominium units are now taking a bit longer to sell. But again, looking at the average sale price, I don't see a room for concern. And now we'll go ahead and take a look at the residential market. And first off, the active listings versus the sold units and listings. And for this specific month of July, it's very unique because now we see a bit of a change. This is something that we haven't seen for months, and we are seeing the number of active listings surpassing the sold units. So we have 893 803 active listings and 857. So this is quite a change as to what we've been seeing for the past year and a half or so. But again, they are so neck to neck and close that it's interesting to see whether it's a seasonal effect, because we've always had a balanced or a normal or quieter market during the summertime vacationing. And since the borders are opening up, is this why we're seeing these numbers or not? And we'll see a bit of more of a pattern as we get to the months to come of August, September, and October. And looking at the previous year, we had July of 2020, 689 active listings and 1,063 sold units. So you see there was quite a lack of supply last year this time. Looking at closed price or sold price to original price ratio, for July 2021, we have 101%. Again, you see in March was our peak. So properties that needed excessive work, renovations, and so on, perhaps March and April would have been the best for sellers to sell those units. Whereas now we're seeing that the homes that need work, they sit on the market a long period of time, and you can see the difference in the ratio. We had about 116% in March, whereas now we're at 101%. Again, comparing year over year to July of last year, we're about 103%. So we're not really that off where the sellers are getting the price they want based on the higher average price. So that's key to remember. So that's that. Looking at the residential days on the market, how long it normally takes for a home on average to sit on the market for a non-condominium residential. And for July of 2021, we had 15 days, and we had exact same number of days on average for July 2020. Now, taking a look at the condo market, we are seeing a much more of a balanced market, and condominiums have always been able to adjust themselves accordingly, and they become more balanced now. As we see for July 2021, we had 512 active listings and 381 sold listings, whereas last year, similar to residential freeholds, the demand for condominiums was higher, and we had 430 active listings and 512 sold units. And we should remember again, it has a lot to do with affordability as well. A lot of individuals or families who may have been able to purchase these units in the previous year, hence the demand being higher. With the higher average prices, list prices now, they're basically pushed out of the market. And this is why we're seeing a change and a select number of buyers pursuing certain units. Okay, so that's that. And looking at the sold price to original price ratio, we're pretty much seeing close to asking for the units, whereas again we see the peak was in March of 109%, as opposed to what we have now in July 2021, 100% close to asking, and very close to our previous year numbers. In July 2020 we had almost 102%. Looking at the days that it would sell, a unit to sell in the market, in the current market, in July 2021, a condo unit will take approximately about 18 days, and in July 2020, 15 days. So now they're taking a bit longer to sell. And again, in January 2021, for example, this was reversed. We had about a higher number of days, 27 days, and that has been cut down it went all the way down to 12 days, and now we're back up to 18. Again, this is a general. It's if you want to really look at specific, we have to look at what type of condominiums, how old the condo is, the condominium fees, where it's situated. So those are things that I'd love to sit down with you guys to discuss. If you really are interested to go over the numbers and so on, I'd love to sit down and then to talk over to give you a better feel for what actually is happening and what the demand is for even condominiums in certain areas. You can see that in certain neighborhoods, even condominiums are hot, and these still get multiple offers. And this is just to give you a general idea. Looking at the rental market now, the numbers for July 2021, we had 471 active listings and 436 rented units. And looking at July 2020, we had 401 active listings and 348 approximately rented units. And again, we've come out of that change of December of last year, where we had 642 active listings and 228 rented units. And perhaps for individuals looking to rent, that would have been the ideal time, because a lot of units were on the market, and we were seeing landlords offering a month free during that period of time. And how interesting that we were seeing that change and then reversal of somewhat as we got into summertime and we're heading towards fall. Now, taking a look at the days on the market for July 2021, it takes unit 23 days approximately to get rented out, versus July 2020, 21 days. So it's almost the same. We're seeing the rental prices are increasing, and this is due to the fact that the average price of residential freeholds or overall the purchase power of individuals has been reduced. And some families are leaning towards renting for the time being, and this is contributing to the increase of rental prices. And this will continue, I believe, to happen until we see more of a balanced market. So there you have it. I hope it was helpful and gave you an idea of what's been happening so far. Any questions at all about different neighborhoods, price brackets, and type of homes, I'll be more than glad to answer you guys. Just don't be shy, feel free to get in touch with me by phone, text, email. Again, as always, I'll be more than glad to talk to you and then provide any sort of information if I can, in terms of statistics and so on. As always, please remember to like this video and to subscribe to my channel. And until the next episode, take care.